Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, we're tackling a question that everyone faces at some point, whether you're a CEO, a student, or just trying to figure out what's next.
And that question is, how do you market yourself?
Exactly. We're not talking about selling, a product on a shelf. We're talking about strategically building your own character and defining your value to the world.
And we've got some fantastic source material to guide us. We are deep diving into program slides from The Marketing of You, which is a program designed to help young adults and their mentors, importantly, build out their future.
And it kicks off with a really powerful concept right on page 1.
It really does. It frames character as this potent intersection of your thoughts, your feelings, and your behavior.
That's such a foundational idea. So our mission today is to take that concept and, well, hit it with a double dose of strategy. First, we'll apply business principles, the 5 Ps, SWOT analysis, to personal success.
And then we pivot.
Then we pivot to a really comprehensive, actionable guide on building financial literacy because, honestly, the two things are completely inseparable.
They're the pillars for independence, truly. Character defines your potential, personal marketing tells people what you're worth, and financial responsibility, well, that secures it.
Without all three, you're just sort of hoping for the best.
You are. Stability and opportunity become elusive.
So let's jump in. The program starts with this mindset shift, this big statement. Life is not a spectator sport.
I love that. It's about moving from the bleachers to the field.
Right. It's telling you, the listener, to get actively engaged in your own development.
And if you're going to be an active participant, you need a strategy, a competitive one.
Which brings us to this framework, the 5 Ps of marketing.
Yes, but it's completely reframed for self-development. The goal here is creating the want. So traditional marketing has product, price, place, promotion.
But this program adds a 5th P, which I think is fascinating.
People. It adds people.
That one is so important because it acknowledges that success is almost never a solo act. Can you break down what each of these means when, you are the brand?
Absolutely. So number 1 is product. That's basically product development, which means deliberately working on your skills, your character.
Okay, developing the product. Got it.
Then promotion. That's your advertising and branding, getting the word out about who you are and what you can do.
Makes sense.
Third is people, which is your personal board of directors, your support system.
Love that. Fourth
is place. Are you operating on a local, national, or global level, defining your arena?
And the final P.
Price. That's your value proposition, your ultimate quantifiable worth in the market.
Okay, let's unpack that first P, product. If you are the product, you can't be flimsy or generic. So what are the steps to making yourself marketable?
The development phase really has 3 parts. First up is self-assessment.
And this requires some brutal honesty, I'd imagine.
Oh, completely. You have to identify your unique skills, your talents, your interests, anything that can be leveraged. And it's so much more than grades.
Right. It's extracurriculars, creative skills, life skills, the stuff the program is trying to develop. You have to know what your raw materials are.
Exactly. And once you know what you have, you move to the next step.
Which is translating that into something other people actually want.
That's your value proposition. This is where you define what makes your skills unique and, crucially, how they help other people.
So you're not just saying, I'm good at math.
No. You're saying, I can offer tutoring services that will improve your grades, or I'm so organized I can streamline processes for your business. You have to articulate how you solve a problem or meet a need.
If you can't tell a college or an employer why they need you, then your product is just generic.
It is. And that leads to the third part, which is the ongoing work, the investment stage, personal development.
And this is where that character equation, thoughts, feelings, behavior, really comes into play.
It does. It means actively enhancing skills that align with where you want to go. If you want to be a diplomat, you practice debating. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you master social media.
The idea being that if you put in those 10,000 hours into what you're already good at,
your resulting greatness becomes so much more marketable. You're not just making a product, you're creating a premium brand.
Okay, so once that product is polished, we get to promotion. Because you can be the most valuable person on the planet.
But if you're in a vacuum, no one will ever know.
Exactly. So promotion is about visibility and consistency.
It's all about creating an authentic brand. The first piece of that is personal branding.
Meaning a consistent message everywhere.
Everywhere. If your LinkedIn says future financial analyst, but your other social media is, let's say, questionable.
Your brand message is inconsistent and people lose trust instantly.
Right. which leads directly to your online presence. It has to align. You should be using social media to showcase your abilities, sharing relevant articles, videos, artwork, things that demonstrate your expertise.
Not just a personal scrapbook.
Not at all. Visibility also demands networking, and I mean going beyond just chatting with people.
So attending workshops, webinars, community events.
Yes, building strategic connections, getting active in your local community. People hire and support the people they see contributing.
And you need proof. The modern resume isn't just a piece of paper anymore.
No, it's portfolio development.
Yeah.
A portfolio is your verifiable proof of value. It's a website or a curated social media page that highlights your projects, your achievements, and this is critical testimonials.
Like 5-star reviews for a person.
Exactly. Testimonials from mentors or peers provide that crucial third-party validation.
Which brings us perfectly to the third P, people. And this is where the source material gets really interesting, because it suggests building a personal board of directors.
And this is not just a list of your friends.
No, this is highly intentional.
This board of directors is made up of people who can offer advice, guidance, constructive criticism, and they're willing to give it without expecting anything in return.
So parents, family members, professionals.
And specifically, mentors.
Let's pause on that word mentors, because the source material always capitalizes it. It implies something more.
It's about intentionality. A mentor here is an influential, experienced individual, a teacher, a business leader, who acts as a strategic guide. They aren't just giving you a job, they are investing in your long-term product development. They open doors.
And beyond that official board, there's also collaboration.
Right, working with your peers, joining clubs, volunteering, engaging in online communities. You learn so much from others, and that feeds right back into enhancing your own product, that first P.
Let's move to the fourth P place. This is about defining your scope. Where do you position yourself?
You have to think about local, national, and global considerations. What arena do you want to play in?
So if you want to be a teacher or a police officer, your focus is local.
Exactly. But if you're aiming for a career in, say, global tech, you might target national corporations or seek remote opportunities. Your entire strategy changes with that choice.
And that choice tells you where to focus your energy. You pick local, you have to leverage local resources.
Absolutely. That means using your community centers, your libraries, your schools. These places are gold mines for workshops and internships that put you physically in front of your target market.
And this also reinforces the whole social media presence thing we talked about.
Precisely. If your place is global, your social media needs global reach. A creative might use Instagram or TikTok. A professional absolutely needs a polished LinkedIn profile. Your digital place has to align with your career place.
Which brings us to the final P, price. This is where it all comes together. You have to understand and articulate your worth.
Price is the hard number you put on your value proposition. How is your work positioned? This translates into salaries for jobs, fees for tutoring, or even the value you present to colleges for scholarships.
So price isn't just about how hard you worked, it's a communication of your unique value in that specific market.
Yes, your pricing strategy has to reflect your skills and the market standards, and you have to communicate that worth effectively.
Which is why the source really emphasizes working on negotiating skills.
Absolutely. Being able to negotiate for an internship, a job offer, a scholarship, that is the ultimate test of your self-marketing. It's based on the value you've proven you can contribute.
Okay, so once we have the 5P down, we need a roadmap. We shift from definition to strategic planning with the SWOT analysis.
SWOT is the engine. It helps you identify your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. It's a snapshot of your competitive position right now.
And I think the key thing about SWOT is the distinction it makes.
Between internal and external factors, yes.
Strengths and weaknesses are internal. What are you good at? What do you need to improve?
And opportunities and threats are external. What goals can you pursue? What blockers are in your way, economic changes you can't control?
And that structure is so powerful because it stops you from wasting energy on things you can't change and helps you focus on leveraging what you can.
Exactly.
So now we have to make this transition to financial literacy.
Yeah.
Because if you've defined your price, your value, you have to know how to manage the returns.
This is a critical pairing. The goal is simple. A financially literate person takes an active interest in their own financial well-being. It is the absolute foundation for independence.
The program covers 9 areas, which is a lot, but let's hit the most crucial components. starting with the basic concepts.
That begins with budgeting. And budgeting isn't about restriction. It's about tracking income and expenses so you can be intentional.
It's about understanding the difference between your needs and your wants. A phone is a need, but maybe the brand new $1,200 phone is a want.
Precisely. And that's tied to savings. You need short-term savings, long-term savings, and an emergency fund. And you have to understand interest.
Compound interest. It's a superpower.
It's financial magic. Earning interest on your interest. It's why starting to save early is so incredibly powerful.
The sources also put a huge emphasis on credit knowledge, which I think feels very abstract to a lot of young people.
It can, but it's really a measure of financial trustworthiness. It's part of what the source calls banking knowledge. Your credit score is a trust score, and it dictates the price you pay for almost everything: rent, car loans, insurance.
So building a good credit score early on, say with a secured credit card,
Is effectively improving your long-term value proposition to banks. You're lowering the price you'll have to pay for money later.
that connects back perfectly to the P for price.
It all connects. Next is a foundational knowledge of investments. This doesn't mean you need to become a day trader.
Nah.
It means understanding the role of passive investing mutual funds, index funds in building wealth over decades, knowing that when you invest, you're buying a tiny piece of the economy.
And finally, a key skill that goes right back to the character equation: financial decision-making.
This might be the hardest one. It's about resisting impulse purchases.
That impulse is a feeling.
It's absolutely a feeling, and financial maturity means making your behavior align with your long-term thoughts, not your short-term feelings. It's that same formula: thoughts, feelings, behavior.
That link is so powerful. Okay, let's make this real. The sources give a clear path forward. What are the key actionable steps?
Step 1 has to be educate yourself. The resources available now are incredible. Read books like I Will Teach You to Be Rich by Ramit Sethi or The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. Take free online courses from places like Khan Academy.
Then you need the tools. You need to use a platform for budgeting.
Yes, explore apps like Mint or YNAB. That's You need a budget. They automate the tracking and make it manageable. Then step 3 is you have to actually start budgeting daily. See where the money is really going.
A practical step we've mentioned is to open a bank account.
Get comfortable with it. Learn to manage your own accounts. Use online banking securely. You need to be confident managing your money in the digital world.
And for investing, you don't have to dive in with real money right away.
Right. A great step is to explore investment basics using stock market simulators or games. You can practice trading without risking a single penny. It's a low-stakes way to learn how it all works.
And finally, going back to the third P, people, you have to seek guidance and mentorship.
Yes. Talk to a parent, a trusted family member, a financial advisor. Engage your family in conversations about money. You have a built-in board of directors. Use them.
We have covered a massive amount of ground today, from transforming yourself into a branded product with the 5 Ps and a SWOT plan, all the way to laying the foundation for your financial future. So, what does this all mean for you?
I think it means that true independence is really a two-part equation. Actively marketing yourself is about maximizing your potential, but that potential is only secure if you pair it with financial literacy. You have to know your worth, and then you have to know how to manage that worth.
Agreed. And here's a final provocative thought for you to think about. The Thorpe material frames character as the alignment of your thoughts, feelings, and behavior. If price is your value proposition, your worth, then consider how consistently aligning those 3 things is the only truly sustainable pricing strategy for the long term.
Any internal mismatch.
Any internal mismatch is just a hidden discount on your value.
That gives you a great new metric to measure yourself by.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive. We'll see you next time.